Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy. If you're here for the first time, this is a game changer video. Obviously, the things that I'm about to talk about only apply to the United States of America and not in all states. So I will have information in the click down box down below. So please make sure to check that out before you try any of these safety hacks that I have. So I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know this, but I am a survivor of domestic violence. Lots of people say victim. I don't like the word victim. When it was happening, I was a victim. Now that I'm out of it, I have survived it. So I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And these things that I'm about to tell you, these are things that I totally wish that I knew before, because these are like game changers. These are not only things that can be used in domestic violence situations, these are things that can be used just as safety hacks as well. But I am going to just be not only addressing domestic violence, but I'm going to mainly talk about that, but I will veer off and talk about other things while we're in it. So let's just dive right into this. And the other thing I wanted to add before we dive into this is that I actually will be telling parts of my story. So how I do plan on doing that is I'm gonna work backwards. So I'm gonna tell you about like the last main events that happened that actually caused for me to become a single mom. So that will be coming out later this week. Now we can dive into this. So one of the things that I wish I knew is that you can text 911. You can text them. So I think this changes the game, especially like in a home invasion or someplace where you're not able to call. A text is like, this is great for teenagers if they are in a situation, because teenagers are always on their phone, okay? And if you have kids and there is a domestic violence situation going on, part of your safety plan could be to tell the kids, if you see things escalate and they get to such and such a point, text 911. Because sometimes if the other person or the abuser hears the call happen, it can put the kids in danger, and that's not something that you want to do. So I think a text is just easy. So I will link the states in which this is available. I am not sure why it's not available in all states and a federal thing. I don't make the laws. I should, but I don't. So I will link that down below. Just make sure it's available in your state before you try it. Another thing that you can do is you can call 911, and if you are in a situation where you can't exactly say, I need help, you can pretend to order a pizza. And I'm actually just going to insert a video that a girl made just so I don't butcher it. So please take a second to watch this 30-second video.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I would like to order a pizza.
Ma'am, you're calling 911.
I know. What's your special of the day?
Are you okay, ma'am?
No, it's for delivery. The address is 104 Carver Street.
Ma'am, is there someone I can talk to?
Yes, I will also like a pepperoni pizza.
Police is on their way, ma'am. Meanwhile, can you stay on the phone?
No, thank you. Don't take too long. I'll leave the lights on.
Another thing is you can shake your phone, and while you're on Facebook, and something pops up at the bottom and it says report domestic abuse. These are things that I wish I knew, because in my situation, like, I was allowed on my phone, like I could use Facebook and stuff like that. So sometimes the abuser will control like cell phone use, and they'll go through your phone and stuff like that, and you want a way to ask for help that is not traceable. So shaking your phone and just sending a little message on Facebook is very helpful. So I think that is a huge game changer. So if you happen to then fall into the situation where things have escalated, there are rooms that you should avoid at all costs. The kitchen. You don't want to be in the kitchen because there are knives in the kitchen, frying pan, just too many weapons. And another room that you want to avoid is you want to avoid the bathroom because of the tile. There's just too many things where you could be hurt to the point where you are no longer with us. So those are two very important places that you don't want to be: the kitchen and the bathroom. Make sure you avoid those if you are in a situation that has now escalated. At the point where things have escalated, this is the point where you're going to say and do whatever it takes to survive. Doesn't matter what you're saying, just say and do whatever it takes to survive and get out of danger's way, because that is what counts. Safety planning is key. So this is key for someone who has left a domestic violence situation. This is key for someone who has maybe chosen to go back to their abuser, because that does happen, or if you are planning to leave. Safety planning is key. This is something you can do with a domestic violence advocate. Everybody's safety plan is different because no person's situation is the same. So just be sure to sit down with someone and have a plan in place. If you have kids, you need to have a phrase. This will be something that will come up in your safety planning, especially if your kids are of an age where they can go into a room and lock the door and call the police, or leave the residence and go to the neighbors. You need to have a phrase: unicorns are flying. I don't know, something random, but they will know that you are telling them to go to safety, to go to a place that you have spoken about with them before, because at the end of the day, their safety is your number one priority, and then your safety. Okay. It is very important. Having a go bag. I am actually going to do a video where I talk about what's in a go bag. I have two go bags. I have Isabella's diaper bag, which happens to double up as a go bag just in case we go somewhere and I'm not able to make it back to the house. It just has, I'm a chronic overpacker anyway, so it just has things that she'll need and things that I'll need. Obviously, it's mostly things that she'll need because your girl will survive. Number 2 on this list of things to do: if you are planning to leave and things escalate, there's a couple of things that you definitely need to get. I will try and list them in this video, but I'll make a video about it. You need to make sure you have important documents, like copies of them, originals. You have those things so that if you are leaving, you're not going to need to go back to go and get them, because they may tell you once you leave the house or place or apartment, I don't know what you call it, I call everything a house, even though I live in an apartment, it's my house, it's my home. Once you leave that place, you need to treat it as if you are never going to be allowed back in there, and that's just what it is. Like, I have been waiting to get my summer clothes back for 8 months. I am still waiting. So just know that when it comes to the abuser, they seek power and control. So this is a way that they can control you because you want this thing and they're not going to give it to you. It's a power and control struggle, and there's just some things that are not worth fighting over. So it is very important that if you're doing safety plan, that these are things that you think about. I will do a separate video where I talk about it, but just be sure to be thinking of these things. And if you want a video where I talk about this, please comment down below, as I will be sure to message you back. I can make a video about it, and I'm just happy to talk to you guys about it and just address these things. Guys, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.